So the team heads eastward towards the Wutu Plains. It's quite a hike, especially carrying the palanquin. All in all, it's practically 3 weeks. It's the planting season, so right now as you pass the farms, you occasionally spot the elemental masters of Earth tilling the fields. They're rugged, bronzed men with rippling muscles, sweating, hardworking. Paul, your mom goes, "Hey, handsome, how's it going? Want to come over here and talk to me?" "Oh, shoot, he's coming over. Paul, go, 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 go. He's a commoner. I can't be seen talking to them."
Mother, do you have to do this with every Earthmaster that we see?
"I don't get why they keep coming over."
Maybe, because you keep telling him to come over here, Mom.
"Don't say it's your mother. Now run, vamoose."
We're irresistible men, Paul. Your mother can't help it.
Now, Larry, don't you start.
Finally, you arrive at your destination, a tiny town near the borders of the Light Nation. Now, the boy probably should have moved on by now, but here's as good a place to start as any.
All right, so let's get a quick game plan before we go in.
We find the boy, we kill the boy, we bring the boy back to the Emperor.
No, we don't kill the boy.
Oh, really? Oh God, I am glad that we stopped to discuss this, because I was going to kill him.
Do you want me to trap him in a box?
Do you want to push an Earth box all the way back to the capital?
If it means I don't have to carry the palanquin.
No, Larry, we need you to carry the palanquin.
It's a palanquin with a Q.
Look, the kid's just here to learn from a darkness master, right? I mean, we got tons of those at the Capitol. He'll probably be jumping to go back with us.
Well, not if he finds out we're going to kill him.
Which we're not going to do.
Right.
What if I trap him in the box, and then I trap a dark master in the box with him to teach him how to do darkness?
Well, because that would be kidnapping.
Which is worse than murder.
Yes, Elvis, which is worse than murder.
But the kid's not even a Dark Nation citizen.
No, he's not, but whoever else you trap... Listen, guys, we're just going to talk to the kid. We're going to tell him the Emperor wants to meet him. That should be reason enough for him to go with us.
Look, I really just don't want to carry the palanquin.
We're not going to maim or trap a child just so you can avoid carrying my mother.
Fine. I trained for 15 years to be an elemental master, and this is what I'm reduced to.
Thank you. Thank you, Larry, for carrying my mother.
Don't complain, it's good for your glutes.
All right, Mason, what kind of town is this? Are we talking like a little farming village?
Yep, there's lots of farms around, and this is kind of a central area. There's a bar. It's probably the most central location there.
All right, I guess just walk in and flag somebody down. Hello, excuse me. I'm looking for a little kid from the Light Nation. Supposed to have mastered the light elements, but everybody's probably talking about it.
The random peasant you talk to kind of looks around to see if there's someone else. You all look pretty wealthy. You're wearing, expensive armor and finely dyed robes.
Yes, sir, you.
Oh, yeah, I suppose the village elder knows all about it. You'll just want to go to that house over there, the big one. That's where he is.
All right, thank you.
Is the village elder the oldest guy in the village?
Elvis, have you never been outside the capital?
I mean, I've been outside it. It's just, never met a village elder before.
It's more like the most esteemed or sometimes the wealthiest person in the village. Which, given that we're in a frontier village, is probably not that wealthy.
Well, why would a kid from the Light Nation come here if he's looking for a dark master to train him?
You guys really do know nothing.
Actually, Mother, that is one that I can answer. The reason, Elvis, is because frontier towns tend not to be 100% part of the territory that's being claimed on them. Yes, this is a Dark Nation village, but the Light Nation also kind of considers them part of their territory. I mean, there's not a natural boundary between here and there, so we disagree a little bit about who belongs where. Technically, this Light Nation kid may not actually be trespassing in our nation, if you assume that we don't control this village, which we do.
So this is the kid's hometown.
How did Elvis even learn the elements is my question.
Diligent practice and lots of band-aids.
We're so lucky your parents didn't try to teach you fire.
Oh yeah, my dad encouraged fire. He said that I'd be hot just like him, and my mom said no.
Well, I guess we know who the brains of your family is.
Oh, yeah, gosh, my mom would be so lost without my dad. You know, one time she went to a dinner party, and it was only halfway in that she realized she didn't know the family, and she was at the wrong address.
Elvis, I have had nightmares like that, and it only gets worse because I can't remember which fork I'm supposed to use first.
Yeah, well, it turned out the other family was too embarrassed to admit they didn't recognize her, so they both just carried on, and it worked out.
All right, enough. I go up to the elder's house and I knock on the door.
An old man answers. Hello?
Yes, esteemed sir. I am Paul from the Dark Nation capital. I'm here on behalf of the Dark Lord himself.
Oh, the Dark Lord. Yeah, you probably hear about that little Light Nation boy.
Yes, sir, you're very astute. So I assume that you've seen him.
Yep, sure have. Come right with me this way, as he's down the lane a little while.
Good, I like when things are easy.
Well, in that case, you boys are in for a rude awakening, because it's not gonna be easy.
And why is that, sir? You are the village elder, are you not?
Oh, yes. Turns out the family down here has taken quite a shine to the boy. Haven't met him myself, but I just know there's been a lot of hullabaloo about what we're gonna do about it. The elder leads you down the road a ways until you get to a small cottage by the river. He says, Oh, this is it? Let me knock on the door. I'll let her know we're here. He knocks on the door, and a lady answers. She goes, "Hello? Oh, Elder. And company. Huh? Oh, yeah, them. Yeah. Patricia, we were here about the boy." She goes, "Boy? What boy?" "Now, you know, the light boy." "Oh, Elder, you know that all of my boys are the light of my life." The what now?" "Yep, well, that's been established, but my husband's not home, and you know how he doesn't like me to talk to men when he's not around, so you should all probably leave." Now, Patricia, these boys have come such a long way. You can't just turn them away here at your door, okay? Tell her, it's very important you're here."
Well, yes, it actually is. We were sent here by the Dark Lord himself, personally.
Personally, the Dark Lord sent you himself?
Yes, by his very words, we were told to come.
Oh, wow.
He's older than the pictures.
But that depends on how recent the pictures. He's still stunningly handsome for his age, though.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't want to lie to the Dark Lord, so I'm not. My husband's not home, and I can't have visitors right now.
Why? Would your husband hit you?
Yes, you know what? He actually would.
Like, hard?
Oh, yes. So hard. I'm sorry, I can't
Well,
let you
that's
in.
not right. A guy shouldn't hit his wife. What if we beat up your husband?
No, thank you. My father-in-law beats him up enough for the whole family. It's fine. She goes to close the door.
Get my foot in the door. I'm sorry, ma'am. I just need a little bit more of your time. Could I come in? Maybe you could invite us to
No,
tea.
really, my husband doesn't like male strangers. You'll have to come back when he's home.
When's your husband gonna be home, ma'am?
Oh, gosh, he's on a camping trip. He'll be back probably in 2 or 3 weeks.
Where's he camping?
Like I said, that won't be necessary. He's camping with our stepfather right now. In fact, he's probably being beaten within an inch of his life right now as we speak. It's fine.
Ma'am, would you maybe like to talk about this spousal abuse situation you seem to be in?
Nope. Actually, in fact, I've got a therapist, and a great therapist at that. Thank you.
Ma'am, really, I must insist we have tea and you offer us some kind of confection. It's only customary.
Is it now? Is that a custom back in the Dark Nation capital?
Yes, ma'am, where I'm from, when someone this nicely dressed comes to your door, you have to offer them tea and a confection.
Oh, well, out here in the backwoods, we don't normally do that. The village elder goes, "Well, maybe we should, though, come to think of it." "You would say that, elder. You're the only one with clothes that nice." "I should get tea and a confection."
Just shove the rest of my way in.
She's not that big of a woman. It's easy. She goes, "No, my husband is going to beat me terribly. It's going to be like you beat me, sir." You look inside and you see 3 children sitting around a table. They all look like they're trying to avoid guilt. 2 of the kids look to be about mid-teens, and then there's one child who's younger, probably about 12. He's got lighter skin than the other kids. He's dressed the same way as them, though, and he's giving you the biggest, most forced smile he could possibly put on. But I suppose as long as you're here, you could say hello to my 3 wonderful children. The girl here is Sasha, so glad to have girl talk, am I right? And of course, this is Preston. He's my oldest son. He couldn't go on the camping trip this year because he's too young for the beatings. The youngest boy goes, "Buck up, Preston. You'll be old enough soon." The lady goes, "And this is my youngest son, John." John's hat slips a little bit, and you see he's got a tattoo on his head.
I see.
And there's nothing further to see, so thanks for coming by. I'll get you that tea and that confection to go. What kind of confection would you like? A carrot? A tiny piece of cheese? What would suit your majesty?
You know what? Actually, my feet are tired. Gentlemen, aren't your feet tired? My feet are tired.
Yeah, my dogs are barking.
What dogs?
It's an expression, I mean my feet.
I've been sitting in the Palatine the whole way up here.
Mother, would you please? This is my mother, by the way, Barbara. Mom, could you please sit down?
Are your kids talking back to you like this yet? Mine is awful about it. Nice to meet you, young boys. The girl goes, "I'm here too." Your mom goes, "I wasn't talking to you." The kid's mom says, "Well, we don't really have enough seats. Just one for me and one for the father." You look and you see actually there's not 2 open seats. There's only 1 open seat, which your mom has just filled.
Oh, that's all right, ma'am. I can solve this. I slam my foot down and create chairs from the earth.
Boom, boom, boom. You shove a bunch of chairs up through the earth. Now they've got permanent earth chairs.
No need to thank. Now it'll always be like a party.
Yeah, but without the hat.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I needed. A nice sit. So, hey, kid, youngest one, what do you do around the farm to help your mom?
Who? Me? He tries obviously to look over your shoulder at the other kids. I oftentimes shuck corn. Dark corn. Darkness corn, like the type that you grow here in the Darkness Nation, like we all do.
Really?
Yep. I mean, you're from the city. You probably don't know a lot about Darkness Corn. I could tell you all about Darkness Corn. Boy, it is dark.
Is it really? Could I see some?
Oh, Darkness Corn? I mean, you don't want to see Darkness Corn. Darkness Corn is, like, so boring. The mom butts in. Also, it's out of season.
It's springtime, ma'am.
Darkness Corn is a summer produce.
Ah, I really wanted to see Darkness Corn.
Well, you must do more besides darkness corn when it's the off-season.
Yeah, we also do dark jump rope and dark pixie sticks and dark, the boy behind you slaps his forehead.
Okay, take the kid's hat off.
You reveal Light Nation tattoos!
Behold!
Paul, you can't just reveal a kid's tattoos. That's rude. He must be embarrassed of them.
Elvis, they're Light Nation tattoos.
Yeah, and it's a crappy country.
That means that this is the kid we're looking for.
The mom goes, oh, no. My boy is just a very big fan of the Light Nation. He got the tattoos when we saw them at a market one day, a Light Nation market.
You let your 12-year-old boy get Light Nation tattoos?
Yes, well, kids can be so insistent.
You are both the coolest and the dumbest mom.
The mom grabs a frying pan, but her son grabs her and puts it down.
All right, I think I've had enough of this. Kid, I don't know who you think you're fooling here, but the Dark Lord wants to see you. And for benign reasons, I assure you.
You can't take him, he's my child.
Ma'am, he looks nothing like you. This is not your child.
I assure you, he is.
Paul, can I talk to you privately?
Okay, give me just a minute. Yes, Elvis, what?
Maybe it's not her child.
Yes, Elvis, that's what I'm saying. He's the boy from the Light Nation.
No, I mean, maybe the dad cheated on her? He's an illegitimate child?
You're illegitimate!
Paul, that's not nice to say.
All right, boy, you are coming with us to the Dark Nation.
But I'm in the Dark Nation.
To the capital!
Wait, Paul, I have a concern.
What?
Earlier, you said that kidnapping was worse than murder.
I was being sarcastic.
The kid goes, oh, hey, speaking of that, earlier you asked who I think I'm fooling, and I'm fooling that guy.
Yeah, you got me pretty good.
And now I got you, kid. Come on, get up. You're coming with me.
The mom picks up the frying pan. She says, you're not going to take him.
Ma'am, please. He's a child from the Light Nation. We're gonna teach him how to do darkness stuff.
He has a very tragic past. Both of his parents were killed by nobles just like you. They ran him over with their horse-noceroses.
What is a horse-noceros?
Half horse, half rhinoceros. They're very strong. They pull things very well.
Well, ma'am, I regret to inform you, for my own sake, those are not nobles just like us, because we don't have horse-noceroses.
We do, but they stink.
We do, but Mother finds them stinky.
They stink worse than Lowry does.
They're very good at carrying things and people, Mother.
If I don't like how they stink, I don't like how they stink. The mom stands between you and the kid. She says, I'm not going to let you take him.
Okay, ma'am, I know how we can resolve this. I get up, and then I punch her in the face.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The woman appears to not be fully prepared to be hit. You sock her good. She falls to the floor, hits her head on the way down. She's crumpled up. It looks pretty bad. It felt really bad. The kid goes, oh my God. Patricia, are you okay?
Yeah, she's fine. Her husband beats her all the time.
The older son goes, that's not true. My dad never beat anybody.
Yeah, but your mom said...
She was lying to get you out of the house.
Well, maybe your dad should have hit her a little bit more, and she would have built up a tolerance.
He gets down and tries to pat his mom awake. Mom? Mom!
She'll be okay. I've hit people harder than this, and they were fine.
She starts to froth at the mouth. She begins having a seizure.
That's just part of the healing process. People do that all
Mom?
the time.
Mom? Oh my God!
If your dad hit your mom more often, I mean, you'd be used to seeing this.
The village elder gets up, and he goes, okay, I think it's time that we cooperate with the mercenaries. Come along, child, let's go outside. And he grabs the little kid by his shoulders and begins to escort him out. And the kid goes, no, I don't want to go with these guys. They hurt Patricia. The old man nudges and prods harder. He goes, come on, we don't want this to get any worse than it already is. The kid wheels around. He goes, no! And then, pachoo! He points his finger in the old man's face, and a laser burns right through his eyeball. The old man hits the floor.
Whoa!
Hey!
Oh my God! Oh
Jeez,
my
kid,
God!
What'd you do that for? He's just an old man.
Well, you hit the mom.
Okay, she was armed with a deadly frying pan.
He had a walking stick.
You just killed an old man, kid. You're not an elemental master who is 12. You are a 12-year-old who happened to master an element.
Maybe he's okay. He starts to froth at the mouth and begins having a seizure.
He doesn't look okay.
Actually, Paul, that might be the healing process.
Yeah, he said that was the healing process. The older son grabs the frying pan and swings it wildly at you, Lowry. Ah! He misses by like a mile.
Okay, all right, let's not repeat what happened last time. I encase the kid in an earth prison.
Chunk, chunk. The child is trapped.
In hindsight, maybe I should have started with that.
The kid's fingers light up. Paul, he goes to vaporize you.
All right, black hole.
Paul, you hold your hands over your head and summon up a massive black hole which sucks in the light, stopping the boy's attack. Elvis.
Okay, walk up and then just schoolyard bully push the kid down.
You are easily a more talented fighter than this kid. You walk up and just shove him hard into the ground. Ugh! The sister, Sasha, throws herself between you and him. She goes, okay, stop, no more. The kid goes, Sasha, no. And she says, it's okay, Bingle. It's okay. We can't fight them. Just go with the people.
Wait, Bingle?
Your name is Bingle?
Yeah, it means bravery.
Wow, Light Nation parents are super dumb.
It means bravery, and you take that back about my parents.
All right, you hold still and don't resist. Do we have some rope or something?
Yeah, you can have Elvis go out to the palanquin and get you some rope.
All right, tie the kid up.
The kid stops fighting. He gets up and he takes this big long look at the sister. She goes, don't worry, I won't forget you. You have to trust me. And he nods.
Hey, do you want me to let your brother out of that Earth prison?
No, he's okay in there for now.
Okay.
All right, you. I hope you like the smell of potpourri, because you're going to be riding next to my mother.
Who likes the smell of potpourri now?
You're the one complaining about smells, mother.
I'll have you know my perfume costs 400 darkos an ounce.
Well, then it's a shame you use it all in one sitting, isn't it?
What was that?
Nothing. I said everybody aboard the Palatine.
It's a palanquin with a Q.
You shove the kid into the palanquin and off you go. Prize sort of acquired.